In a world overflowing with worries and anxieties, a young man named Luke yearned to discover the answers to his questions and find a way to be liberated from his fears. His quest was motivated by his strong desire to comprehend why we think the thoughts we do, and how to ultimately free ourselves from their sway. As Luke deepened his exploration, he noticed that our thoughts are not actually ours. They emerge from many different sources, molded by our convictions, experiences, and the environment around us. He found that the continuous ramblings in our minds usually result from our conditioning and societal pressures. Luke realized that to really understand the character of our thoughts, he had to break free from them and observe them without judgment. By practicing mindfulness and meditation, he learned to distance himself from his thoughts, allowing him to gain clarity and a point of view. He acknowledged that our thoughts do not define us. They are simply passing visitors in the landscape of our minds. We frequently mistake ourselves as the makers and owners of these ideas, yet actually they come and go on their own. Luke pondered why we cling to our thoughts and identify with them, and saw that our attachment to them arises from a deeply rooted sense of self, the ego. The ego desires validation and command, driving us to think that we are the creators and owners of our thoughts. Luke was able to see through the deception of the ego and the limitations it placed on our minds. He comprehended that by questioning the existence of a separate self, he could liberate himself from the continuous muttering of the ego-driven mind. Through self-inquiry, Luke grasped that thoughts arise spontaneously, impacted by numerous factors beyond our conscious control. He comprehended the profound truth that thoughts are not a product of our conscious volition. As he delved further into his understanding, he noticed that thoughts were like clouds in the sky. They appear, linger for a while, and then evaporate, making way for new thoughts. The more he watched this movement of thoughts, the more mindful he became of their impermanence and transitory nature. Luke's journey taught him that he could overcome their influence over him by disassociating from his thoughts. He found the power of presence wholly involved in the present moment, where thoughts lose their control and inner stillness appears. He learned that when used consciously, the mind is a tool capable of great creativity and understanding. Rather than being consumed by the mind's constant chatter, Luke discovered the beauty of silence and the freedom from detaching from the constant need to think. In this newfound awareness, Luke realized that the path to inner peace is accepting the character of our thoughts without identification. By embracing the inconstancy of thoughts and being aware that they do not define us, we open ourselves to the vast expanse of consciousness. Luke's journey was not without its difficulties. He stumbled along the way, struggling with the deeply rooted thought and egoic conditioning patterns. But with every stumble, he picked himself up, knowing that the path to genuine liberation necessitated persistence and self-compassion. At the end of his quest, Luke learned that our thoughts do not have ultimate control over us. By observing them with detachment, we can reclaim our innate freedom and uncover a more profound truth beyond the transitory realm of thoughts. Moreover, he stumbled upon the realization that the best answers and solutions are revealed in the sacred space of stillness. As he silenced the incessant babbling of his mind, he found a deep source of wisdom that had always been inside him. In moments of inner stillness, Luke discovered that the noise and disturbances of the world blurred away, leaving him with an open passage to access his instinct and higher knowing. He learned to rely on the whispers of his inner voice, understanding that the true answers he sought were not to be found in the external world, but within the depths of his being. Thus, my dear friend, as you begin your own journey of self-discovery, I encourage you to create moments of stillness in your life. Make space for quiet contemplation, meditation, and reflection. Embrace the serenity, and give up the need to constantly think and analyze. In the stillness, you will uncover that the answers you seek are already within you. Trust the process, have patience, and let the wisdom manifest naturally. Embrace the power of stillness, and witness as it opens doors to profound insights, creative solutions, and a deep connection to your authentic self.